Well, guys, welcome to episode 143 of the Drag Driver Pete Show, presented by Summit Racing. All right, sir, tell us about what's going on with stuff over at Driven Racing Oil.
That comment you just had up there, this is perfect because the first thing that I have tonight is Pistons in the Pines, which is in the Northeast. It is in Maine. It is July 23rd, 24th, and 25th, and registration is open. And we got a message from the promoter, which I thought was super cool, that they sold 60% of their available spots within the first 24 hours. And this is the first event for them. So that is pretty awesome. Big congratulations to the team, Pistons in the Pine. So super excited to hear that from them.
Yeah, that's huge for them, man. That's awesome. I'm excited about this event. And then also in the Northeast, you got East Coast Drag and Drive up in the corner of Canada. And then you've got, man, there's like Toronto and a bunch of different places, Dragway Rush. There's one more up there that I'm forgetting. And then all the ones in Michigan, which isn't very far.
Absolutely. So again, shout out to Pistons in the Pines. Looking at registration upcoming for April, Weekend Warrior Race and Relax registration will open up on April 2nd, and Drop the Hammer Judgment Day will open registration on April 11th. So again, next month here, we've got some more registrations. My goal with this kind of is to bring this to light for everybody. So we always talk about not enough events or this and that, or can't get into an event. And on the Saturday morning shows, my goal is to, like I said earlier, get with the promoters and find out which events still have openings and feature those, because there's a lot of times these events still have openings and we're just not, I guess we're not doing enough to talk about it and get those filled. So that's kind of my goal with that, is to kind of help fill some of those seats, hopefully.
That's awesome, man. All
right. And some other news here. This was pretty cool. I think I got these out of order though, but Texas 2K26 is going on right now. Obviously not a drag and drive event, but another event with drag and drive racers. So obviously Cletus there with Ruby and a couple other lady drag and drivers, Letitia Hughes and Luna Tran, both out at Texas 2K. So good luck to those guys and gals that are going to be there. Just thought this was kind of cool, and thought we'd kind of show that as we go into this weekend.
Yeah, and I think Brett LaSala and Blaine are there as well in Snot Rocket.
Okay, nice.
I
didn't
Blaine's
see that
post today
as I was going through the photos, but these ones definitely I recognize.
Yeah, I like that artwork too.
Yeah, pretty sweet. And again, our only event coming up here in March is the Road Trip Drag Challenge #1, which is March 27th through 29th. Let's see, where did I lose my spot? We are 16 days away from that event, Warwick Dragway. So,
no way, dude. No, March 27th is 9 days.
Ooh, I must not have got that one updated.
That's next weekend. Ooh,
nice catch.
That's scary.
Nice catch. Yeah.
Wow. Oh man.
Yeah. So these countdown are off. I didn't get these updated apparently, because now that I'm looking at the rest of them, they are not accurate either.
We can figure it out. Just use the dates.
There you go. So coming up in April, our events, we've got Streetcar Bragging Rights, which we'll have on later tonight. We'll have Nate on for that. That is April 15th through 18th. That is at Rockingham Dragway. And that is, what do we got? 27 days away? Sounds about right.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. So just a little over a month.
A little less than a month.
Yeah, a little less than a month. Redwood Rally Chaos Cruise, April 18th and 19th. That's 30 days away. That is at Samoa Dragstrip. They meet at Players Pizza and then cruise over to Samoa Dragway. So that's a pretty good one there. And then April 19th at Tulsa, we've got our first one-day event for us here at Drag Drive Repeat. That is the Mother Road Mayhem. So excited for that one. That's going to be interesting. Just a few days before we kick off the circuit.
Bro, it'll be good. It'll be good. And we have more people registering for it that are also signed up for the circuit. So I think it's going to turn into like a test session for them. Just, work out those final bugs. It's 11 days before the circuit. So yeah, it should be a good time.
Yep. So that one is 31 days away. The next event, April 22nd through 26th, is the Carolina Drag Cruise at Shady side. That is 34 days away. And the circuit, April 30th through May 3rd at Tulsa Raceway Park, 43 days away.
that literally gives me anxiety, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's close, man. I think, but what's funny is I've started on artwork for like the A-frame, the tall standing A-frames to give people directions. I've started on some artwork for I want to do something special at the route stops. I want to do something special at the track, all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna have some banners up this year, and it's gonna be kind of cool. I'm really pumped about what we're gonna offer to folks this year.
Yeah. So that is 6 weekends until the circuit.
So does that mean, I guess you would probably you have 6 weekends to work on your stuff?
Yeah.
Think about that. If you are only working on your car Saturday and Sundays, you only have 12 days.
Yes.
The email that's going out Friday to all the circuit racers and stuff is going to be kind of like, hey, are you able to do it?
Yeah.
Let's talk. Let's get this figured out. Because there's people chomping at the bit, man. Like you said, every day somebody's like, hey, spots available?
Yep, for sure. Well, for the rest of this segment here, we're just going to go through some drag and drive racers that are going to be at Streetcar Bragging Rights.
Hey, it's Brandon from Fort Smith, Arkansas here. Driven Racing Oil is a performance engine oil that can do it all. GP1 is the ultimate oil for any race or performance application. Whether launching hard at the drag strip, enduring the extreme heat of off-road and circle track, or pushing the limits in top-fueled drag boats and demo derbies, winning racers choose GP1. Compatible with engines from classic hot rods to cutting-edge race machines, GP1's unique surface cleaning and high zinc formulation ensures superior wear protection, particularly for flat tappet camshafts, while solving issues like cylinder washout with methanol and ethanol fuels. Crafted from the legendary Bradford, Pennsylvania base oil and enhanced with state-of-the-art additive packages, GP1 offers the best in protection and performance.
Oh, yeah. And you guys know DDR10 is your discount code for Driven Racing Oil, anything on their website. So if you're getting oil for the season, use that code, save yourself a little bit of money. Right. And again, last week we showed some of these. They released some new photos. So there's a bunch of new photos actually. So Letitia Hughes and David Deal here in the Extreme 28s class. Streetcar Index class, we've got Caitlin Ward and Will Fair also in the Extreme 28s class. And then I believe the rest of these are the Streetcar Bragging Rights Shootout. Matt Moore and Wender Gomes racing in those. Scott Thompson and Jeremy Ortiz also in the shootout. We've got Richard Flint and Matt Lampier. Couple imports here in the shootout. We got Jason Texera and Barry Cook. Again, both in the shootout as well. We've got Walter Doyle and Sam Kalilo. I believe that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Couple more in the shootout. We got Rick Trunkett and Josh Davis. I told you there is tons of drag and drive racers in this. Chuck Stefanski, Casey Banner also in the shootout. Tim Blythe and Mike Perica in the shootout. John Moore and Jim Braun in the shootout. And then we've got the DCT versus all-wheel drive, Trevor Brandon, and then Streetcar Index, Mr. Raj himself in here.
Yeah. And then, hey, those guys they have left Trevor's GTR in Atlanta with the trailer hooked up, and they're going to drive with Raj and Rich Guido all the way back.
Yeah.
So should be pretty impressive.
So that's a handful of racers, including the ones we shown last week, that are going to be in Streetcar Bragging Rights.
Yep, and I went through and some of the older photos that were like first posted and grabbed a few more that we'll go over with Nate as well later. The list here is incredible, man. There is a very long list of racers that are going to be there. And again, just like you said, dude, the calendar continues to grow. 50 events for the year. I think, again, we're going to end up in that mid-50s range. We've at this point have had one drag and drive this year. That's so. Yeah,
and we've got one coming up in 9 days. It's the second one, so big gap in there, but it only goes up from there.
Yeah, the season absolutely breaks open in April, and then again from June through October is nuts. So bring it on, man.
Yep. So obviously you guys can see that entire list at dragdriverepeat.com/event list-2026. And again, DDR10, your discount code for Driven Racing Oil.
Yep, I'm dropping the link in there now. Martin Kilroy saying he's hoping to make the circuit. Oh, that's the link. It went too fast. Hoping to make the circuit, being that it's Route 66 100th anniversary. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff going on. All right, dude, let's...
We can't do this without all of you guys, all of our race car friends. So appreciate everybody jumping in here tonight, making comments, and wishing Mike a happy birthday. Again, appreciate each and every one of you guys. We wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. And all of our sponsors. We couldn't do this without them as well. Summit Racing Equipment, Deechworks, Bali Motorsports, Driven Racing Oil, Howard's Cam, J-Wire Solution, AFCO Racing Products, Performer-Built Transmissions, Car Change 3D, our newest sponsor, Low Dollar Motorsports, which we got to get updated on this photo here, PowerTube TV, WAF Racing, Sweet Patina, and Racing Junk.